Now, Afghanistan's men's cricketers have made a mark on the international stage, but their women's counterparts are undergoing painful journey after the Taliban disbanded the team since taking over the country in 2021. Women's cricketers have fled Afghanistan and are battling for global acknowledgement. Here's a special report by WION's Nikhil Mathur. We leave you with this report. Do stay tuned. News and updates will follow on the other side. You're watching WION World. Stay tuned.
In a world where dreams often rise from the ashes of oppression, two Afghan women teams stand at crossroads. For one, a glimmer of hope has finally arrived, while for the other, the door remains shut for now. For the Afghanistan women's football team, the long battle for recognition has been won. After years of struggle and criticism, FIFA, the global football governing body, has finally cleared the way for the exiled players to represent their country. The pledges were made in a letter to the Sports and Rights Alliance, which has been pressing for the exiled team to be recognized. The Afghan women's team last played a professional game in 2018. Yet for another group of brave Afghan women, the story is far from over. The Afghanistan women's cricket team remains locked out in the shadows.
We are ready to represent our country, but if ICC doesn't support, and when they says they're not existed from our system, so they just said that we just wants to support men's, and our fully support will be with men's team.
In 2017, Afghanistan was granted full member status by the ICC, a status that demands both a men's and a women's team. But instead of supporting both teams, the Taliban disbanded the women's team, forcing the women who once represented Afghanistan to flee, not just to escape the Taliban, but to survive a war against their dreams.
It was the hardest decision I could make in my life, because it's never easy to leave your country where you belong to, where you have been growing up, you have had your whole childhood. It's never been easy. Leaving Afghanistan for me, I felt that I lost a part of my body.
The women's team is as essential as the men's, if not more. Yet, the ICC seemingly remains ignorant to their needs, denying them a fair chance to show the world what they are capable of.
I don't know which equalities ICC is celebrating at the moment, because we can see that they're literally doing nothing for Afghanistan women's team. It's been last 3 years that we are talking in social media, we're talking with so many other departments, with the governing bodies, but they do not take an action.
On January 30th this year, a group of exiled Afghan women cricketers came together for the first time since fleeing Afghanistan under the Afghan 11 banner. They played an exhibition T20 match in Melbourne.
This team is a sign of hope, not for only for Afghanistan women, but also the women around the world, that they are facing inequality, they are facing injustice. So yeah, we are fighting for justice, for the rights of women, and we're gonna keep continue until we get that right.
Their dreams aren't just about cricket. They're about a right that should never have been denied. To the women of Afghanistan, your fight has not been forgotten. With Nikhil Mathur, Sports Bureau, WION World is One.